Yeah, just team news, injuries ahead of Leicester in particular. I think Chris Brunt and the latest news you have on him.
Yeah, Brunty's going to see a specialist, I think, tomorrow. So we'll wait until, obviously, until we announce what is exactly wrong with him. I think at the moment, there's all sorts of different opinions. So wait until a specialist.
But the instinct, having seen it, was not good. I mean, it didn't.
Well, yeah, like I say, I've seen it from a distance. So we'll wait until the specialist sees it and makes an assessment of it, and then we'll let you know.
Any other sort of team plans or injury news? I mean, will it be a sort of rotation a bit after the weekend?
No, we'll most probably keep it as close as one or two might come into it. If Johnny's fit, then Johnny Evans will come into it. But basically, it'll be similar team.
How important was that win over Palace in respect of your attempt to get as far away from the drop down as possible?
Every win's important. We still got 11 games to go. The next win will be important, and the win after that will be important until you get to the 40 points. And then once you get to the 40 points, I still think it'll be 40 points again this year, and we've got good or decent goal difference. Then you can sit back and take a bit of a breath. But up until then, it's waiting until you get to those points.
Well, coming when it did after a poor FA Cup performance, all the coin throwing malarkey. But I mean, it must have boosted morale and get the crowd on.
Well, morale hasn't been that bad, to be honest. If before Saturday's game, the 10 games we'd played prior to that, we were actually 6th in the table for points gained. It's just perception at times, and people can put this, whatever slant they want on it. That was back-to-back victories. We've done well at home since Boxing Day. We've won, games what we should have won. And the great result against Everton as well. It's not as bad as what people have made out to be. But, you get on with it.
How pleased were you also on a personal level that Sido scored?
Sido's been a big problem for us all season. We've wanted him to be fit. We wanted him to be playing. We wanted him showing everybody what he can do as an individual. And we've not had that. And we've talked about it enough now. And it was lovely to see him score Saturday. More importantly, he did look sharper Saturday. He did look fitter and sharper, which is, again, you just worry how long it's going to take him, how long it would take him to get back into the groove. And last year, at the end of the season, back end of the season, he was playing exceptionally well for us. We need him for the next 10, 11 games, to play as well as he did Saturday.
I saw a quote from you that said if he plays like that, he'll eventually get the move he wants.
Well, he wants to play in the top 4. He's ambitious. You'd love to have every player in your football club thinking that they could play in the top 4 and be good enough to play in the top 4 and have that drive and ambition. The problem he's had is the way he's gone about it has been the wrong, or he's gone about it in the wrong direction and the wrong way. To want to play in the top 4 in the Premier League, there's nothing wrong with that with me.
Leicester are wine, all the adjectives have been used about Leicester, but this time last year we can remind ourselves they were bottom, and now they're top with a cushion over the other clubs.
Well, was it second or third they finished in the table last year, actually, from Christmas onwards? So they've just continued it, actually got better. And they're for me, if you were saying which team would you like to see win the Premier League, it'd be fantastic if Leicester could do it. I'm still, with everybody else, I'm sure they're keeping their feet firmly on the ground, but it'd been a breath of fresh air really for the English Premier League this year. It's been wonderful, and the way they've gone around about it, the way they've done it has been fantastic.
Well, Claudio's just picked up the baton that Nigel Pearson had laid down.
Nigel has done and had done a wonderful job at Leicester, and like you say, Ranieri's come in and he's taken it on. He's added 1 or 2 players to it. Kante in midfield has been absolutely exceptional, wonderful signing. Whoever's been their recruitment officer, I'm sure he's got a new contract and a long-term contract there because he's produced some fantastic players.
Well, Norwich, I think, held them for 89 minutes. Will it be a similar approach by you, or are you going to go for more?
No, we'll do what we do. I think Norwich played with 5 at the back, but we won't change. We'll stick to what we've done all season, and hopefully the players perform as well as what they did Saturday. It's a good performance Saturday, especially first half. So, you know, we just hope and pray that we can get a performance out of them. We know how tough it's going to be. You know, Leicester are there now with only 11 games to go. They haven't fluked it. So they've got something about them.
How do you cope with the likes of Vardy and Mahrez? Because they've been the standout players this season, or some of them.
Yeah, they've been exceptional, you know, and you know, they're a very, very good counter-attacking team. You know, you're most probably at your most vulnerable when you've got the ball breaking on them or taking the game to them, because they've got great pace, great ability, the two of them. But I think also, I've just mentioned one, Drinkwater has been absolutely fantastic in midfield. You can go through the team, you know, Houthi, my own old centre half at Stoke, and Morgan again. You know, the keeper's done exceptionally. Just go through everybody. They've really, really played exceptionally well this year, and it's. I'm sure if you speak to Ranieri and the other coaching staff, they'll say that it's not been a pair of individuals that have made this happen. It's been the whole group.
Just one final point on a more light-hearted note. Notice that Mr. Van Gaal threw himself to the ground yesterday during a conversation with a fourth official. You ever felt like doing that? Or?
Poor old Louis.
Didn't think he was going to get up.
No, it's never happened to me.